How's everyone doing? I just had to take some time out to talk about this foolishness going on in this southern states. You have Texas, you got Florida, you got Georgia, you got Arkansas. What's going on with these governors? Why does it look like these governors would take one step forward and 10 steps backwards? When these governors were reopening their states, it was not time to reopen. The states were not ready to reopen. Coronavirus was still out there. But why are these governors opening up their states just to please somebody in DC? Why? Is coronavirus a joke? Why do you feel like you have to put people's lives at stake, put people's lives at the peril of coronavirus just to please somebody in DC or just to make that person want to win re-election? You're not supposed to play politics with the lives of the citizens of your state. The 10th Amendment to the Constitution gives you governors the rights over your state, and you know this. But no, you're playing politics with the lives of the citizens of your state just to please somebody in DC. This reminds me of Kevin Durant, who played for the Golden State Warriors. He hurt his calf muscle while he was playing. After that, he was sidelined. He was supposed to be out for a couple of months. What did he do? He came back too early because he was trying to win a game 5 for the Golden State Warriors when they played Toronto Raptors. He wanted the Warriors to win an NBA title. He came back because he was trying to please his teammates. What happened? As soon as he played the game 5 that he busted his Achilles. He tore his Achilles. Now he had to sit out an entire NBA season because he came back too early. This is the same thing. Governors of the states are you open your states too early. Now you were not healed up properly. Now you have to sit out longer than expected. It's like I said, taking one step forward and 10 steps backwards. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot play politics with the lives of the citizens of your state. Texas, for example, the ICU beds are filled up to capacity in most of these hospitals. Some of them are near capacity. Where are sick people going to go if they have to go to the ICU? On the streets? Do they have to drop dead on the streets? Do people have to start dying on the streets for people to take this stuff serious? For these governors to take this stuff serious? Now, Texas governor and Florida governor is now putting a pause on reopening. Now shutting down bars, shutting down restaurants, reducing the capacity. Something that you could have done, waited to make sure this coronavirus was in check before reopening in the first place. And a lot of these governors are not even encouraging or mandating the use of masks in public places because you're trying to please somebody in DC who is not wearing a mask, but the people around him are wearing a mask. This is extreme foolishness. You cannot play politics with the lives of the citizens of your state. Coronavirus does not know whether or not you're a Republican or a Democrat. Why are you guys making wearing a mask a badge of or identity of or your affiliation with your party? Why? Where's the common sense? Why are people acting extremely foolish? What will it take? Now, Texas, Florida, in Arkansas, and some of these other states are having daily coronavirus cases at an all-time high, even higher than when it was in March. So it's like we're now back to freaking square one. That's what it looks like. Just because you wanted to rush the reopening just to please somebody doesn't make sense. And the Corona Task Force Committee had stopped giving press conferences, and Mr. Trump is out there saying he wants to slow down the testing so the numbers can go down. So if the numbers go down, that doesn't mean people don't have coronavirus. It just means you're not testing them. But people are going to be falling sick and dying. Is that what it will have to come down to before some of these governors get the message? And I'm sure Georgia's probably next on the list. People are partying like a rock star in these clubs and partying. And as they're partying like a rock star, coronavirus is out there partying like a rock star with them. People don't want to wear a mask. I was looking at a video of a press conference in Miami or somewhere in Florida where people were saying that they don't want to wear a mask. It's their First Amendment right or not to wear a mask. Well, if you drive down the street, will you wear a seatbelt? If you don't wear your seatbelt and a police officer pulls you over, they can cite you for not wearing a seatbelt. Why don't you say you have a First Amendment right not to wear your seatbelt? You gotta have car insurance. You can't speed over the speed limit. If they catch you, you get cited. You pay a fine. You can go to jail if you don't pay the ticket. So the states have the power to regulate law and order for the good order of the state. This president, you governors, most state legislators have laws on the books that mandate people to wear seatbelts. Why can't you mandate people to wear masks in public places to prevent the spread of corona? But somehow having people, requiring people to wear a seatbelt, it's not a political thing, but wearing a mask is now a political thing? This is extreme foolishness, y'all.